Yo, what's up, y'all? It's your boy Buck back with another video, and today I'm doing something a little different. So, as you know, my last couple of videos I was talking about Joe Budden and Olivia and the whole sexual harassment situation, and Bridget Kelly and Mandii, who are on the See the Thing Is podcast, are actually talking about the situation, and I just want to react to this clip and let you guys know what I think. So with all that being said, I'm gonna hit play, see what they gotta say.
To address the elephant in the room, as women.
Wait, there's another elephant?
Yeah. Well,
there's a few.
Wait, what's the other elephant?
We're gonna be pulling.
Holy
no, there's a few.
shit.
There's a few. The element,
Their audio is so bad right now. I mean, I know. Oh my goodness, production Joe.
elephant in the room, I think too, is defining or establishing a level of how we feel about what's deemed sexual harassment, because we exist in an era and in a time when we're not.
That's where we going?
Yes, because we're not supposed to question any of it now.
Right.
We're not allowed to question any of it now, because for the most part now, as it pertains to women, women need to be validated in their feelings. They need to be validated.
Word, that's facts.
Feeling uncomfortable.
They should.
But they need to. But it's true. They really do. Women need to continue to be uplifted and encouraged and championed and advocated in that way.
Word.
To speak their truth about how they feel.
Yes.
In an environment where professional and personal lines are blurry,
Especially in the industry.
especially in this industry, how do we navigate as women a space where we're now in a situation where we have a woman that was a part of our team that left because of sexual harassment allegations? We're never going to say we don't support her or don't believe her or don't.
Not never.
We'll never say that.
Right.
Can I add to this, however?
No, I'm not done yet.
Okay.
So I heard that I believe, I don't know which one of these girls it was, but a couple months ago they was staticky with Olivia and shading Olivia the whole time. So now we're here saying this, and it's kind of like, I thought you was beefing with the babe, but I ain't on no messy type time, so I'm just gonna listen to what she's saying.
In the
Word.
same token, in the same breath, that we would never say that, and we want her to heal and we want her to be okay. In terms of us plowing through and continuing on with our platform, with our space.
Word.
How do we effectively do that without our characters being called into question? Is there a universe where we are based on our own standards able to hold people accountable for their behavior and their actions and their treatment and still move forward?
Now, I think they could possibly move forward, but depending on how these allegations affect Joseph Budden and the network, they may have to try to accomplish their success by themselves or like together with each other, but without the network of Joe Budden. Because if you lose these deals, money gonna get real thin for a minute. I ain't gonna lie, like niggas running this off the Cash App deal and the Patreon deal, bro.
Damned if you do, damned if you don't. I would love to hear, though.
From a mental and emotional standpoint only.
Oh, so she's supposed to be a therapist apparently too. I don't know if this is the same chick that was in Joe Budden's podcast a while back, but she's supposed to be a therapist right here.
Because to me, that's where most of the decision making is going to have to stem from anyway.
Right. Nah.
Nah. I mean, I told her whether we're silent or we speak out. Like, that was our conversation too. And I want to speak to that. Because in life, period, jobs, relationships, friendships, there's a decision made.
Yeah.
You can confront it.
Right.
Or you could hide from it.
Yeah.
Word.
So in terms of us being on this fucking mic every week, we can address it or we can brush it off.
Yep.
But
I ain't gonna cap. If y'all got a podcast and y'all just talk about everybody, and then y'all get on the pod and y'all decide not to talk about what y'all got going on when what y'all got going on is public, I'm gonna look at you funny. I ain't gonna lie. So let me see what she's about to say though.
you can confront it
Word.
Right.
or you could hide from it.
Yeah.
So in terms of us being on this fucking mic every week, we can address it or we can brush it off.
Yep.
But I told her, regardless of either decision, we're damned if we do, we're damned if we don't. Someone is going to have a response and feel entitled to either us having an opinion, and when we don't give it, they're upset, and when we give it, they eat up every word. So in that space then, again, and this is what we talked about over breakfast, we do have to hit things head on.
Yes.
But it at the toll of our mental, at the toll of our emotional, at the toll of the relationships we've held with people, in terms of our livelihood.
Yeah.
Right.
So it's not us thinking, oh my God, what do we do with the show? Mentally, we're questioning ourselves as women, providing safe spaces. Mentally, we're enduring the fact that we have personal relationships with the people we work with.
And I think that's kind of like the blurred line in this situation. It's like, so Mandii, this lady right here, knows Joseph very well. They have like a very crazy friendship too. Like they talk to each other, kind of like how Joe talked to Olivia on that embarrassing episode of the podcast. They joke like that. Bridget and Joseph also, or this is Bridget right here, by the way. Bridget Kelly and Joseph also have a very, very deep relationship. Like they've known each other forever. She used to be on the podcast, like on the Joe Budden podcast a while back, and she's used to being around guys and having conversations, and she knows Joe. So both of these two women know Joe. And as Olivia expressed in her 26-minute video, she said that she doesn't really know Joe personally. Their relationship wasn't really anything. It was strictly business, and they only had spoke like 2 times outside of work, like period. I guess they only communicated 2 times outside of just being right next to each other. But let me get this joint going.
Moving forward, we're questioned by society about the decisions we're making as it pertains to not only our friendships, our business, our livelihood.
Yeah, I don't know where there's room for.
There is room. I was being facetious when I said
Nah.
nah.
You said nah, like nah, bitch.
I mean, there is a strong part of me that still is. I'm trying to be eloquent, but my nah is I said what I said.
Yeah.
But I also think that we are in a.
Yo, Joe Budden Network is bringing in all of this money, bro, and they audio sound like this. Yo, Rory Moore need to open these books. Bro, this audio is terrible. Excuse me for that little chime, whatever. It's like a little ringing sound every time they talk, and nobody realizes this. I think it's Park's fault.
Space where so much is being unearthed. So much is being unearthed.
So much.
And the both of you are in the crosshairs of a lot of stuff that didn't start with you.
World War 14.
Yeah.
And isn't going to end with you either. And for me, my invitation would be to continue to be authentic. And to continue to show up. And we aren't placed on this earth for everyone to love us, to agree with us. And I know that people say, well, you signed up for this. And, you know, I think really supporting people and understanding the humanity of everyone involved. And unfortunately, and I may date myself when I say this, but I truly believe that social media has been a destroyer of people's humanity.
Yeah, social media definitely brought like some crazy standards. Like you can't do anything with social media being around now. It's like if you had a past, social media would just bring it right back up. So instead of you like doing something bad, then like repenting or whatever, or dealing with the consequences and then moving on, with the internet, a lot of the times they remind you every single day that yo, you messed up, yo, you messed up, yo, you messed up, yo, you messed up, and it destroys a lot of people's psyche.
Been a destroyer of people's humanity. Because folks get real saucy
Saucy.
when they letting their fingers or their thumbs doing the talking.
Word.
And that to me makes this divide even more, because you're not just you're not combating people, you're combating fingers. You're combating trolls. It's not like you're on the subway and someone's like, "What the F you doing? Da, da, da. I can't believe that." It's like you're not having a conversation.
No, I am combating Cutie Pie 02347.
Cutie Pie.
Right.
That's who I'm combating.
Right.
And I think
It's still
Has a
people.
flower pot for an avatar.
If
Fucking
we-
dummy.
I feel like that's a real person.
No, it's not. It's
I
not.
feel like there's somewhere in there.
not,
There's
it's
some
not.
He definitely hit the ad button just now. Word.
Oh, okay.
We just let the straight fly to the people that don't.
But we
exist.
do
That's
know
fine.
behind that account lies a person.
Right.
Right.
And but it also lies a coward. And if you were to
I would've put the
see
gunshot there.
someone, if you were to see Cutie Pie 1573.
Oh no, the energy would never be the same. You would. She
Never.
would literally be a flower pot. She'd be a flower pot.
So I think we have to do a better job at people who are rational and sane at being like, yo, I'm you not giving me that energy, and so I'm going to continue to be my authentic self. And I'm not sweeping it under the rug.
No,
I'm
not by any
not
means.
shying away. Like, we're going to talk about things, because if we want to take this in a completely different direction, that would need another bottle of wine. As
Oh, girl, we could get it.
as Black people, we do a lot of hiding.
Word.
Right.
We
No,
hide
wait.
sexual abuse.
Yeah.
We hide domestic abuse.
Yeah.
We hide trauma. That is the reason, and some of the crux of the reasons that
Yeah, I'm trying to pay attention, but this audio is just so bad and it's just ringing in my ears, man. But she's speaking facts though. She's definitely speaking facts, bro. I ain't gonna lie, she's speaking facts. This audio is just so terrible.
we're in some of the positions we're in is because that elephant in the room has now set up shop, had kids. There's, stuff under the rug, and we're just not looking at it. So I want to invite the both of y'all to be the champions and say, we're not going to do it that way anymore. We're not going to be like our aunties. We're not going to be like our moms. We're not going to be like our grandmothers who just let things hide
Word.
and keep moving forward because that's what Black women do, or that's what we do. No. You have a platform for a reason. Use it.
Use it.
And stay authentic. Stay true to who y'all are. And the folks who rock with it will rock with it. And those who don't, I invite y'all to have, in a position of Cutie Pie ain't paying your bills.
At all.
It's true. It's true. But I would also say that regardless of the financial aspect of it, there's still, like you said, the human aspect of it, of feeling as if, damn, like there's no grace for me. Like, there's no grace for me. Y'all got grace for everybody else in every wishy-washy circumstance imaginable. And
And they scream that they care about mental health. Before those things are put out, before they
and
act the way they do.
that takes place.
Niggas definitely be acting like they all energy and mental health aware and all that weird. It's not weird, but the niggas that be lying is weird. Niggas be like, oh, the energy is off. Oh, protect your chakra. Oh, Mercury retrograde and all that stuff. But then these niggas be like trash. They be like, I believe in mental health. And then they go like talk down on somebody or do something that may put somebody in like a bad place mentally. So yeah, it be a lot of niggas out here capping and caping.
It is taxing on us, and we haven't gone through this without acknowledging it for both of us. Like, I check, you good?
Yeah.
Me and her, we FaceTime every morning like we married. We don't sleep in the same bed, but me and her FaceTime, and it's just like, sigh before you say hi, but are you good? We'll literally just look at each other before we even say a word, and we do.
So pretty much what they talking about in this video is just like whether they should continue, and they already made the decision that they're gonna continue, obviously, but they just wonder how the public is gonna receive them, and they just kind of getting therapy. The whole episode is on YouTube, and it's titled like something like, I think it's titled "See the Thing Is Therapy." Yeah, it's right here actually. I'm tweaking, but yeah, I think that they just gotta make sure like they keep everything professional with Joe. They should probably like, I don't know, because I feel like I said, the thing with Olivia happened because the lines between friendship and like business were blurred, and it wasn't directly with Olivia, it's with Mandii and Bridget, because they know Joe so well. They just see Joe being Joe, and then there's Olivia, who never seen Joe being Joe in person, and she felt extremely uncomfortable. So that's all I gotta say for this. If you watched this far in the video, leave a like. If you like this video, leave a like, and don't forget to click that subscribe button. It's your boy Buck, and I'm out. Peace.